Hi there. Good afternoon, or good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to today's special Sunday series of Reiki meditations for a global meditation for a global ceasefire and world hunger awareness during COVID-19, the global pandemic, April 19th, 2020. All are welcome to this Reiki circle meditation, including Reiki practitioners, light workers, those of different faith traditions, and those who are in need of some kind of spiritual assistance and calm today, who would like to work on some of your own self healing and some global healing at the same time. So I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Tracy Lynn. I am a Reiki master, and I have been practicing the spiritual practice of Reiki every day for the past 15 years, and I've been a body worker for 25 years. Currently, with the COVID-19 global pandemic, of course, we are shelter in place, and I'm unable to offer body work as a service at this time. So I was guided by some of the, excuse me, Reiki guides and my particular guidance to offer this series to give some kind of spiritual assistance, which is really, it's just a necessity right now. So, oh, hi. I know I get so excited when I see someone. Hello. So, some spiritual assistance at this time. And the guidance was to offer, to share my experience, and as I get information to share that, to offer it regularly Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at noon, and on Sunday at noon, the special series of the World Peace Global Ceasefire meditation. So that's some of my guidance to offer, and also at the same time to offer this Reiki meditation for it's open to everyone basically. So let me explain a little bit about Reiki if you don't have experience with Reiki. Reiki is a kind of spiritual practice where you use meditation and healing together. It's usually in the form of some kind of class. Okay, sorry. It's usually in some form of class, and then there's a kind of attunement where you work with a teacher, a master. But currently, it's just really, it's not, and it would be in person. So now, since they're doing it online, which is really amazing that we have this for online right now. Sorry, just taking that off so I can concentrate. It's amazing that we have this online resource. I'm aware that not everyone has, there is a digital divide, but I'm hoping this will get to you as many people as possible that need it. So, like I said, Reiki is usually in person, done with a teacher and attunement, but with my guidance, it was to open it up to people that do Reiki, for people that do energy work, that people that do light work of different faith traditions. It's not in competition with any kind of religion or anything. It's just a kind of spiritual practice, like a lot of people are doing meditation these days. Because it's really helpful to calm the mind. And if you look back over the series, I have different, every day has a different focus. Some of them for like inner calm, for better sleep, for spiritual renewal, which was last week, and then for some more global issues such as the world peace and and the hunger awareness, which I'll do today. So sorry. So I abridged from Reiki and then talking about the series again. But like I said, it's great that you can be here. You're either watching this on playback, live, or you're watching it on playback or on the YouTube channel later, Tracy Lynn Reiki. So please like, share, and subscribe to that. This is a free service for you all right now. So I'm going to talk to you about how this hour is going to work, because this is an hour-long meditation. So it's in the seated position. So what that means is you want to make yourself comfortable. I'm seated in an upright position with my feet on the ground. But if you need to move and do something or get into a more comfortable position during the meditation, that's fine. It's always important to listen to your own body and to do what your body tells you. At this time, it's even better to listen to your body as some of us are going a little more deeper introspectively. So listening to your own body's wisdom. So in the next meditation hour, we're going to, and I did put the outline on the website, Herbal Luminosity, but I will explain it to you before we even start. So we're going to get in the nice, comfortable position, like I was saying, or if you're watching this before you go to sleep, because some people said it helps them with a little bit of the insomnia that might be happening right now. That's fine. So you're either in a seated position or lying down, about to go to sleep. Then we're going to call in some Reiki guides and masters, and your particular guides and masters, or any kind of faith tradition that you have, your spiritual assistants. We will call in, do a prayer together, and then we'll be doing a Reiki self-treatment. And how that looks is, I will explain it. It's either Reiki, if you don't have the attunement with a particular energy with the teacher and the classes, that kind of thing, you can bring in golden healing light. And I'll explain to you how it happens. But it is a treatment for your body and the area around your body, which is really important at this time because we are physically distanced from others. Myself, as I said, I'm a body worker. I am used to receiving body work. I am used to receiving perhaps acupuncture or other kind of touch therapies, but it's not considered an essential business currently, and this is a highly contagious virus, so this is very important, the Reiki self-treatment. And then I'm going to be giving you a little mini treatment. I'm going to beam some Reiki energy or some healing energy to you. You'll just remain in your seated position for about 5 minutes. And I ask for you to be open to receiving the energy. It's spiritual energy. It is protected. And so it usually provides people with a lot of calm. But you be open to whatever your experience feels like. So then we're going to be sending collectively as the group here live or on playback, and it doesn't matter if we're doing it at the exact same time, but that's another story. We're going to be sending Reiki to those closest to you during COVID-19. So you're either sheltering in place with those people, and it can be stressful, or you're physically separated from them, and that can be stressful as well. So Reiki, we work on ourselves, then closest to us, and then the next part, it's like a rippling effect. The next thing we will be sending Reiki to is for the global ceasefire that the UN General Antonio Guterres issued on March 24th. I'll talk about that in a little bit. For the countries of the world to put down their wartime efforts, use the funds, the millions, the billions, the trillions of dollars, direct it all towards COVID-19 and the global citizens. And then finally, the second pandemic that's happening this is what I'm reading according to the UN and the World Health Organization, and it's local, is the hunger due to economic situations. So then we'll be sending kind of healing with our collective out towards this particular issue in the world. So we'll be doing the healing from ourselves and then in a global community. And I have to say that after I do every one of these meditations, that I feel uplifted. It's something that I can personally do and offer, and I feel it has real, tangible effects for the spiritual assistance, though we often can't see that. Okay, so the talk today, as I said, that was the structure of the meditation. The talk today is about World peace through the ceasefire in the global community. So, as I said, and I had this the last Sundays, on March 24th, Antonio Guterres, the UN general, issued a ceasefire where the countries take the money from wartime efforts, which he said is the millions, billions, and trillions of dollars, and direct it towards the global citizens during COVID-19, because this is a pandemic and it's a way to use our resources that would be helpful and benefit humanity. What the UN is proposing is to using diplomacy at this time. Of course, we'll be sending energy towards that diplomacy to work between different groups. Before pre-COVID, there's wartime activities and people that are suffering due to war. But now with the COVID-19, even though it is happening to everyone at the same time, it is not affecting everyone in the same way. They were already in a wartime kind of condition, and now it's exacerbated with this contagious disease, highly contagious disease. So that's one of the focuses, the world peace. Then, as I said, the second pandemic is now that of hunger. And I hear that through the World Health Organization, the United Nations, and in my local area in the San Francisco Bay Area. So pre-COVID-19, those of us that were struggling before the situation is even more exacerbated. So I'd like to give some kind of focus for that. And it was interesting, I read that this celebrity chef, Jose Andres, a Spanish celebrity chef, has introduced a really great program for hunger and to introduce food in the community, in the global community, as part of a national security, which is very interesting. Instead of using, wartime kind of weapons and things like that, to consider the national security of every country to be food for the global citizens. That means food in production. And we know a lot of people that work in these industries are considered immigrants and not receiving a lot of benefits from their country. So people that work in food production, people that work in grocery stores, and people that are making food available for everyone, as well as the local food banks. So I do hope that after this meditation, it'll spur us to do more additional work to help in our local community. So these are the two things, these are the focuses for today's Sunday meditation. So now we're going to start. You're going to be in your position. You listen to me talk. Your comfortable, upright, seated position. You're going to bring your hands to your heart. Your feet are on the ground, or as I said, you may be about to go to sleep listening on your headphones or something. That's totally fine. And so now we're going to bring in the Reiki energy, if you are attuned to this energy, or healing energy, white or golden light, you can imagine it as. And it's going to come from the top of your head, and then you imagine it coming through your head, through to your chest, your heart center, through to your hands, meeting at your palms. I'm just going to feel that here. And then coming down to the rest of your body. And then allow the energy to spread or flow to the area outside of your body as well. And when I get silent during the meditation, I am doing it, and then I will guide you as well. Or as I said, listen to your own body. So we're bringing in that Reiki energy, the healing energy, as well as assistance of Reiki masters, Reiki guides, your own spiritual assistance and protection at this time. So you feel as if you are not alone. We're physically distanced from others right now, but we do have access to the spiritual assistance and guidance. And if you know me, this kind of meditation is actually coming from my guidance, because I do not feel that way 24/7. I feel like, what? We're physically alone. We're distanced. We're isolated, But this meditation in this hour is a very good reminder to connect into it and be reminded that it's there and present for you. So I'm just going to let you do that. And then we're going to begin grounding. You're in your seated position, and the grounding cord extends from the bottom of your spine. Sorry, I'm just going to adjust and get my back a little bit straighter, my spine a little bit straighter. But again, you're listening to your own body. And the grounding cord extends from the bottom of your spine to where you're seated. To below you and the surface of the earth, the sacred earth, and then continues down into the sacred earth, to a deep place that is uniquely yours. Attach your grounding cord there. It is rooted, grounded in the sacred earth. And notice what that feels like. And then bring the energy from the sacred earth back through the grounding cord, up to the sacred earth, into both soles of your feet, right and left, to your knees, to your hips, to just below where your hands are in the prayer position. So that's the sacred grounded earth energy. And then mix the two energies. You have your spiritual energy, Reiki, or your own spiritual energy or golden light coming through you, meeting with that sacred grounded earth energy. So this is important that you do this every single time when you practice. Spiritual practice is like a muscle. You keep doing it and you get more spiritual assistance, I'd say. I guess that's why I've been doing it every day. Okay, so now you're going to be doing a Reiki self-treatment. Oh, happy Sunday to you. You're going to be doing a Reiki self-treatment. And it's easy. You're sitting in your seated position. You allow the healing energy to come into your body, meet at your hands, going through the heart center first, and then bring them up to your head and behind your head in a kind of sandwich, let's just say. And allow the healing energy to flow here this morning, now. Allowing the Reiki energy or golden light energy to flow between your palms, now. And then bring your hands to the top of your head. And allow the Reiki energy or golden healing energy to flow in this part of your body now. Seeing a lot of golden healing energy as well that's coming in this morning. And kind of third eye sensing. So I want to thank you, those who are participating. And then we're going to bring our hands down to below your head and the front of your mouth. I think you can still hear me. And allow the energy to flow between your palms in this area now. Healing energy flows now in this part of your body. And then move your hands down to the back of your neck, the front of your chest. And though you can't see it, it's kind of like a sandwich, like this. So allow the healing energy to come into your body and flow between your hands. And as you have and do this practice, the spiritual practice of Reiki self-treatment or healing self-treatment, you become more and more aware of subtle sensations that are happening in your body. Or just imagine, again, the golden healing light flowing between the palms of your hands now. So then your hands move down to your heart center. From there we go to the front of the body. The energy flows in to this part of your body. Now, and this is a meditation and a healing. If your mind or emotions go to something before the meditation, or something you will do after the meditation, that's okay. You can just gently go back to the meditation. It's not a kind of judgment, it's more a noticing and redirecting to the healing energy in this self-treatment now. And then move the palms of your hands to just, you can't see this here, maybe I'll just adjust it a little bit, but it is the top of your rib cage below your chest. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow the healing energy to come into your body, meeting here now. Your upper abdomen. Healing energy flows here now. And notice what that feels like for you today. And then move your hands a little further down to above your navel, right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow the healing energy to flow in this area now. And then move your hands to below your navel. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow the healing energy to flow into this part of your body now. And then bring your hands to the top of your thighs, resting, right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow the energy to flow in this part of your body now. You may notice different sensations in different parts of your body as you practice. Perhaps you have an injury or not. Just notice and then go back to allowing the energy to flow now. And now for the back of the body, you're going to bend slightly forward. Put your hands halfway down your back. It is slightly uncomfortable, as I always say, but right hand on the right adrenals, that's halfway down your back, left on the back, left hand on the left adrenal. And allow the energy to flow in this part of your body now. Your breathing should be normal and relaxed, but at times you may take a couple nice deep breaths, but then go back to the normal, relaxed breathing, not forced. And then bring your hands further down your back to your lower back. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow the healing energy to flow in this area now. Healing energy flows now. And then bring your hands to the top of your legs, your hips. Again. So you've allowed the energy in the front of your body, the back of your body. Now move your hands to your kneecaps. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. I'm feeling someone's arm pain right now. It's not mine because I'm not currently doing massage. So myself, I'm just going to go back to, probably from a lot of home computer work, I imagine, go back to the healing energy coming through me, through the hands, and then meeting here at the knees. So yeah, this Reiki self-treatment is really important because if you have any kind of overuse issues, perhaps exacerbated now by not having ergonomic type furniture, this self-treatment is perfect because you can't receive body work or acupuncture currently at this time. Okay, and then you're going to bend forward and bring your hands to your ankles. I'm just going to do this slightly, but you can do it to your calves, your ankles, your feet. Whatever is comfortable for you, and allow the Reiki energy to flow in this area of your body now. Healing Reiki energy flows now. And then you're going to sit back up, hands at the heart. Oh no, feel someone's pain. Oh. Yes, the importance of the Reiki self-treatment. When you have chronic pain issues, it's really a matter of managing it. And I'm hoping that this Reiki practice that I'm offering can give you some kind of relief. Okay, so now we've done the self-treatment. Now I'm going to kind of beam the Reiki energy to you who's watching or watching on playback. You're just going to be in your comfortable position. Be open to receiving. This is Reiki energy, healing energy, protected energy, with your permission for your highest good and healing. So I'm going to send the Reiki energy now, which can go across time and space, which is really cool. But you also have to be open to it. So the Reiki energy now, or the golden healing energy, is flowing from the top of my head through my hands towards you who's watching. Now, healing at Reiki energy flows to you now. This is a way to offer healing when you're not physically present, when you're physically distant. Be open to receiving the healing energy that flows now. Healing Reiki energy, light energy flows now to you who's watching. Okay, then I'm going to disconnect. Thank you for being open to receiving the Reiki energy. Now I go back to the Reiki energy, the grounding energy, and then together I am going to change the camera and focus on the altar space. We're going to be sending Reiki to those closest to you during the COVID-19 virus, global happening. So you'll bring your hands out in front of you. You do distance healing for Reiki, or imagine golden healing light coming through your hands directed towards, and you can do this in your mind's eye or imagination if you don't have experience, those closest to you now during COVID-19. So I'm going to adjust this again. Okay, so then your hands are out directed towards this altar. And Reiki energy is now going to flow to those closest to you with their permission for healing now. Reiki people doing distance healing or others, golden healing light comes into your body through your hands towards this group of those closest to you, perhaps not physically during COVID-19 today. healing energy flows now. This global is happening at the same time, but not affecting everyone in the same way. Sorry if you notice a distraction, that's okay. Just go back to the meditation. Not everyone the same way. Though stress is a common theme. So this healing energy can be very calming and supportive of those closest, perhaps not physically, to you during the COVID-19 virus. Healing energy flows now. And again, the healing energy comes from the top of your head, in your body, out your hands, away from you, towards those that you are closest to, perhaps not physically today. Okay, then we're going to disconnect and thank them for being open for that healing. Go back to your seated position with your hands at your heart, your grounding cord. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. So we worked on the inner healing and then just a little bit further out, like the ripple effect. And now we're going to send healing towards the global ceasefire and directing the funds towards those who are in need during the COVID-19 virus globally. So Reiki people, please do your distance healing. Or others, imagine the golden healing energy flowing into you through your hands out in front of you to the global community, creating a ceasefire to direct funds during this global pandemic. Today. Not sometime in the past, not sometime in the future, but today. Healing energy flows to this peaceful process of ceasing fire and using the funds today for the COVID-19 global pandemic. Healing energy flows now. And if you notice any sensations in your own body, thoughts or emotions from the past or the future, just go back to the meditation healing energy flowing towards this global community and a ceasefire today to direct the funds to COVID-19. Healing and spiritual assistance flows now. Healing energy flows to this ceasefire and directing funds towards those with the COVID-19 virus. And spiritual assistance to facilitate this process now. Healing energy flows. Healing energy comes from the top of your head through your hands towards this goal of a global ceasefire and directing large amounts of funds towards the COVID-19 pandemic. And then disconnect with this energy. Bring your hands back to your heart, your seated position, your grounding. Take a couple nice deep breaths. And then we're going to bring your hands out in front of you, the energy, the Reiki healing energy, or the light energy towards the second pandemic, which is world hunger, which existed and exists globally and locally before this virus, but is exacerbated at this time. So Reiki people, please use your distance healing. Others, the energy comes through you, golden white, golden energy flows through your hands towards this global pandemic of hunger. To help feed the world. Recognizing that some were without food prior to this global pandemic, and that it's exacerbated at this current time, or in fact, the group has become larger. So we're offering healing and spiritual assistance to facilitate the food that is needed today in every part of the global community. Now, for all those experiencing hunger today, and all those that are participating in the lines of food production as well in the global community to help assist during this COVID-19 global pandemic. Healing Reiki flows at a distance, or the healing comes from the top of your head, white or golden energy, through you, through your hands, towards facilitating an end to the hunger that is exacerbated during the COVID-19 virus globally now. Globally and locally. healing energy to facilitate the end of hunger during the COVID-19 global pandemic and all lines of production of food now, as a kind of spiritual assistance today. Healing energy to facilitate this process flows now. Globally and locally today. Healing Reiki or white and golden light energy flows to facilitate this process today. Healing energy flows now to end hunger exacerbated during this global pandemic, globally and locally now. Okay, and then we're going to disconnect from this particular issue and sending spiritual healing assistance. Then you're going to come back to your seated position, hands at the heart, your grounding cord in the sacred earth. And I want to thank you for being present and participating in this Reiki meditation today for a global ceasefire and world hunger to end world hunger during the COVID-19 virus. You see, during this meditation, we worked on connecting to our spiritual assistance that's present all the time, though we're physically distant from others, for ourselves, and then extending it in a ripple effect to those closest around us, to the global community at large. So thank you again. Please like and share this with people that you know or any spiritual groups that you know, or you can watch it again on playback here or on the YouTube channel Tracy Lynn Reiki. Thank you.